This is the American Tier 9 Tech Tree Tank Destroyer, the T-30, a vehicle that has finally received PBR graphics in Update 10.4. A lot of the American vehicles look very bad currently. Like, if we go down to Tier 8 American Heavies, we can see the T-34 and vehicles like the T-32. And I mean, just look at how bad this vehicle looks. It's so pixelated on the camo. Even the T-34 1776 is not the nicest looking vehicle with camos. I don't know where my T-34 is. Yeah, here it is. I mean, actually, the camo looks very nice on this tank because it is a newer legendary camo. But if you just look at the T-34 without the camo and just put something like generic on it, yeah, it looks pretty mediocre. So I'm glad that Wargaming is starting to give love to the American tanks. They do need some reworks, and the T-30 is a vehicle that I am glad got one because it's an absolutely busted vehicle right now. The tank features 600 and, well, actually, is it 640 or 630 damage per shot? Because they changed the Tier 10. It's 640. Okay. So this vehicle still has 640 damage per shot, even though the E4 lost 10, which doesn't really make too much of a difference overall. It's the fact that this tank not only has great DPM, but it also has a huge chunk of hit points, fully traversable turret, 10 degrees of gun depression, solid turret, armor, and even decent mobility. The T-30 is like a Tier 10. It actually is basically just a Tier 10 shoved down the Tier 9. If you're against Tier 10s in this vehicle, you don't sweat it. And if you're up against Tier 8s, you're just a big bully. It's an insanely overpowered tank in certain situations. Here we are in our first game. Not a bad map, but not a good map either, being Castilla. I think Castilla is a poorly designed map due to the way that, I don't know, if you're ever in like a slow heavy, I just feel like I'm kind of stuck because I want to go medium side, but sometimes I feel like my team's going to fall apart if I don't. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Castilla, to be completely real. I think I'd like it more if they carved a hole in the ridge right here and you could drive through it with your heavies and make it towards town a lot faster. I think that would be a lot better. But we'll see what we're able to do here. Up against us, we have a 907 and a Sheridan, a 5041, and an AMX 30. That makes 4 mediums. So I am going to be heading over towards medium side more than heavy side, as I would expect their team to play, obviously more towards this side of the map. Now you can see here that the T-30 does actually feature a okay power to weight. It's not, you know, a fast vehicle, but it's not slow by any means either, so we can easily get into the front line here. We got the 907 right in the top of the hill. We got the Sheridan wide. Okay, and we got the AMX 30 over here as well. Our bat chat's gotten bled a bit. We're just going to keep on climbing and climbing. Oh boy. Well, hopefully the bat chat doesn't get in our way, bruh. Alright, well there's the 30. I'm just trying to get up this hill. My mediums are like little mosquitoes just swarming around me. But if we are able to make it up the hill, oh boy, 907, you are going to regret that. Yeah, and I was spotted, by the way, so I'm not really sure why that 907 thought it would be a smart idea to poke a vehicle with 640 alpha. And obviously I am a tank destroyer, so I do have a lot of pen at the end of the day. The Sheridan did shoot, so we're just going to keep on driving up, and driving up, and driving up. You gonna poke that? Yes, you are. And we just took 854 off the AMX because we also lit him on fire. This is where the T-30 feels just so dang strong. I mean, when you pair a 640 damage per shot gun with the fact that this vehicle just has a good turret. Oh my god, we lit him on fire again. Oh my rat. 2 shots, 2 fires on the same vehicle, and he's dead. This is why the T-30 is insane. I mean, the vehicle has some outlandish capabilities when played properly. Oh my god. Well, long live the 4005. That was, yeah, that was pretty nasty. That was really nasty. Alright, well, yeah, this is obviously a win at this point. I would have to say, just because of the fact we have literally deleted everybody on the enemy team. We got the 907 in front of us. We're going to aim it on that 907, and a nice 583 shot. We are not going to have to worry too much at this point. I don't even know if the 907 is going to pen me. No, he's not. Nor do I really care. I'm going to be real. He's screwed. I mean, what is he going to do? We've got our 640 damage per shot gun, and goodbye. Alright, let's move on up. Let's use our adrenaline, even though I don't think it's going to matter, because we do got to climb over this hill. But this first game already illustrates my point of view on the T-30. The vehicle is broken. The tank just feels so stupid when you're able to use the... My turret got broken. That's my fault. I didn't actually notice the turret was broken until it was too late, but it doesn't matter. This guy does not have the damage output to kill us, and in 2 more seconds we'll have our shell loaded. 3, 2, 1, there you go. So we still got out all the damage we needed to, and yeah, it didn't really matter too much. I just didn't... I thought for like a second in my brain, it like didn't connect, but I was like, where the heck's my reticle? But I still shot, because I thought it would be on his tank by then. Unfortunately, that was not the case. But hey, we did 4,600 damage in literally a 2.5-minute game. I mean, that was just an easy as cake battle, and it really shows the T-30's stupid capabilities. Let's do one more game and see if we can get out some more damage. Here we are in our second battle. We are once again up against tier 10s, but because we're in a T-30, that doesn't even give me the slightest bit of sweat. Up against us, we have an Object 84. That's it. They don't have any mediums. Interesting. Okay, well then I'm going to go more towards heavy side. They got a 4.52 mouse and an M103, plus a Yag Tiger and an FE2 and 5B 183. So... yeah, I would expect their team to more go towards heavy side. Well, I just realized we have no mediums. Okay. Welcome to World of Tanks Blitz, where once again Wargaming gives you the largest map in the game and then doesn't put any mediums on it. I just don't like that about the matchmaker. It should be, if the enemy team has a medium, you have a medium. If the enemy team has heavies, you have heavies. I mean, you almost always have heavies. It's very rare to get a game where you don't. I have had it occasionally, but it's very rare. But it's just weird. That's the one thing I will say I like more about World of Tanks PC, is the fact that because it's 15v15, there is a lot more balance in the actual lineups. If there's a lot of TDs, mediums, and heavies on one side, there will be an equal amount on the enemy side. That needs to be brought into Blitz, in my opinion. There needs to be more balancing in the matchmaker. But I complain about this literally every video. You guys are probably getting sick and tired of it, but it's true. Oh, I did not realize they were all coming over here. Well, the good news is that we were able to get into the little hobbit hole I wanted to, which is nice, because we're going to be able to get a nice miss onto the enemy M103. Interesting. Well, we're just going to chill here. We got a little bit longer before we can get our shell out. Alright, let's just... oh, you're going to poke me? That's a pretty big mistake, Mr. Waffenträger. There you go. Big old chunk off his vehicle. Alright, well, let's reload again. 7, 6, 5. You can notice that the reload isn't even that bad on this tank. It's actually, like, pretty solid for the DPM it features. There you go. Nice 600 damage shot into the enemy mouse. Now we got our Contra Car over here as well, and he's just gonna absolutely clipper McDipper on the mouse. Alright, we got 3 more seconds left. Let's start aiming on the mouse's lower plate, and bonk, there you go. Some big low rolls. 640 alpha, and we're only rolling 500 with these shots, but hey, we're up to 2,000 damage already. Object 84 is on our rear. Do I care? No, not really, to be completely honest. Let's just aim in on the mouse's lower plate again. There you go. Finally a decent roll. 670 right there. Well, 704 is just going to keep aiming on the object, and I'm just going to chill here. You know what the funny part is? We have a lot more DPM than the E100 next to us, and we even have 2,000 HP, which I think is still the dumbest part. There you go, 704 into the M103. We're already up to 3,300 damage this game. I mean, what is the enemy going to do to me here? They can't push me because I've got support from my teammate. Well, we're just going to ignore these guys. I'm going to just push wide over here. What are you going to do, object? You're going to get absolutely crabonkered on. Bonk. There you go. Nice 700 roll into his vehicle. And just like that, I don't really know what this guy's going to do. We're just going to... oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to HE you just for some insult to injury. Why not? So there you go. 2 very easy wins in the T-30. I don't really think I need to say much more about why I think this vehicle is pretty busted at the current state. I would highly recommend anybody that has not crowned the T124 to do so. I mean, sure, the T28 Proto isn't amazing, but it's in the strongest state it's ever been. It's actually quite decent now. The T25-2 is fantastic after the DPM change. And as I said, the T30 is just busted, plus the E4 is one of the strongest tier 10 TDs. So yeah, I just think this is such a stupid vehicle. It's so fun to play, it's so busted in its nature, and yeah, I think this gameplay really illustrates that. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.